Hi guys, I'm Christie Bilbrey. I'm a marketing strategist and I specialize in storytelling. So for those of you who might be thinking, all right, I know that I need to share my story with my audience. I know that's what helps connect. In fact, Brendon Burchard says if your audience doesn't connect with your stories, then they won't connect with your offer. So it's really, really important to get this down. But storytelling doesn't always come naturally. It didn't for me. I had to study a very long time, a ton of different resources to develop my own system that worked for business. So I want to help you guys today with a quick, easy approach to craft a story that you can use in your marketing, regardless of which platform you're on, if that's in person, from a stage, on social media, on your website, whatever. All right, there are going to be 8 questions that we are going to walk through today. And if you have something to take notes on, you might want to grab those right now because we're going to go through these really quickly. The first one is, what is the part of your story that's going to resonate the most with your audience? So there was some part of your story where there was a turning point. Something happened and made you decide to do what you do, offer what you offer. Something impacted you. I want you to boil it down to the one piece that your audience is going to resonate with the most. I'm also asked by a lot of people, what do I do if I want to share my story? I want to be vulnerable, but there are pieces that I have a relationship with a family member and I just can't share their name. I can't share this piece of the story. Or you just have other personal boundaries and it falls outside of those. So what does that mean? Does that mean you can't share your story? No, it just means that you need to respect your boundaries, and there are some pieces that you might need to be a little bit less specific on. But I want you to remember that your audience has not had the exact same experience as you. They may have something similar, but they're a totally different person with a totally different life. So it's going to look a little different for them. So just focus on the points that resonate the most with them in whatever specificity you can give them, enough to make the connection. Once you have that nailed down, I want you to write down, what were you feeling as you went through that process, as that was happening? Then I want you to write down, what were you thinking? Do you remember any of the thoughts that you told yourself, that you were mulling over during that process? Write those down, because your audience likely is thinking the same things, and they're going to think that you are a mind reader if you share that with them. Then I want you to think about, what were 1 or 2 key experiences or events that led to that turning point. This is important because you have to give some context to your audience. You have to paint a little bit of a picture so that they can see why this really mattered, why this was so significant, kind of builds the tension, and that's really important for story. So make sure to include 1 or 2 of those. And then I want you to jot down, what decision did this event in your life, what decision did you make because of that? And then how did that play out? So you made a decision because something happened, and then what happened next? What did that look like? Because this is going to share either what your audience can aspire to, or what they can hope to avoid by what we're going to go into next. And so the last 2 pieces are really to wrap this up. And that is, how can your audience apply the lesson of your story to their life? So that's where you really kind of help them connect those dots so that they can either join you or try to avoid what happened to you to get to where they want to be. And the very last question that I want you to think about is, what is the one next thing that you want your audience to do, your call to action? What do you want them to do? So that could be, click this button, go to this webpage, join me down at the front, schedule a follow-up call with me. Whatever that is, there's one specific thing. and I want you to give them that thing. And that's it. So I hope this helps so that you can start crafting more stories for your marketing, keep them authentic, and help them to be effective in driving your business forward.